Hey, this is Tony.
This is Paul coming at you from the Friends for Life podcast.
And we're a go.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Friends for Life podcast here on YouTube. Thanks for tuning back in. Tonight, our special guest is Chris Reid. He's another client here at Friends for Life. And we talk about a lot of stuff that Chris is into, including screenwriting, his favorite movies, his obsession with photography, my obsession with photography. So it's a good time. You're not going to want to miss this one. So let's dive right into it.
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
We're good.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new voice with us. We have a wonderful addition to Friends for Life. And your name is what, sir?
My name is Christopher V.B. Reid.
Yes, I like your name. Just in general. I mean, and then when you say it, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's got a nice flow to it.
Yeah, it does.
It beats Paul John Fusinski, I'll tell you.
Look, his last name has always been tough for me. Like,
It's been tough for me, and I've had it my whole life.
Yeah, man.
oh, man. So, Chris, you're here with us at Friends for Life now.
Yes, sir.
You have some interesting hobbies. What are your hobbies?
Well, I write screenplays. I don't as of late. I haven't really been doing anything, but I have came up with a lot of ideas.
Ideas are the stepping stone
Yes.
to actually getting
Getting them down on paper.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, there's some ideas that are kind of lighthearted. Some of them are kind of dark, and with this being, a friendly based podcast, I'd rather not. It's just best
go
if,
too deep.
Yeah, I'd
rather
not.
I'm sure a lot of our audience, I mean, we try to stay as diverse as possible, because one of our goals is not only to influence people with knowledge about the DD field,
Yeah.
but we also want to recognize that, I mean, people who have developmental disabilities are regular people all the way around. Like,
Yeah.
they have dark thoughts. We have dark thoughts. We have everything imaginable that a lot of people try to claim as not being natural. You know?
Yeah.
So, if you could tell me, how long have you been doing that? Like
Screenwriting. I've been doing that since as far back as high school.
Okay.
What attracted me to it was I stumbled upon a screenplay. I stumbled upon a screenplay that's within the DVD of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I used to be a huge Buffy fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. You call me a nerd.
Yeah, I can't help. Look, when
He made fun of me for watching Lord of the Rings.
I did.
Now that strangely enough, I couldn't really get into as a kid.
Come on!
High five!
Strangely enough, I couldn't get involved in that as a kid. For one, it was too long, and
I don't blame you there.
At 14, 15, your attention span is
need
only
something quicker.
Your attention span is only.
We got to get my little brother on. He'll rock with you.
All
on
right.
it. He loves it.
Yeah, I mean, if you would give me a Lord of the Rings movie now, such as The Fellowship of the Ring, then I will watch it because because now I own the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones on Blu-ray. The first 2 seasons, Dolby Atmos. That was what attracted me to getting the Blu-ray.
I've never seen an episode.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
I've-
That's beautiful.
Actually, I only seen 3 seasons, but I only own the 2. And it seemed like the first 6 seasons of the show is like, my God, I can get into it. 7th and 8th is like
Tapers off a little bit.
Yeah, because it's usually based on notes, and the books weren't really complete. So I was thinking like, God, they should have done what Larry David did for Curb Your Enthusiasm. Wait like a few years until all the books are done, and then boom.
Go back with it. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what they should have done. But
That's a great show too, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Have you seen that, Tony?
I will say I've seen that.
Hilarious.
That was a lot of laughter in my life. On that.
Finally, something we can all agree on.
We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
We met in the middle there.
Yep.
Good Larry David.
So how long have you really been into also photography? Because I know you do your screenwriting, but you also been into the photography. Like
I've been doing this since as far back as 2011.
Hold on. For one, that I can't
was
even
cool.
do it. That was the cool. I got a sound bite that.
That's going to be our intro to the podcast from now on.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. Can you do it again?
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was
Sweet.
nice.
I like that.
I've been doing this. I've been doing it like around 2011, and it all started from like a flip phone.
Right.
I was still a sophomore in college, and you know, unfortunately, I never got to complete it. You know, so to speak. You know.
Hey, no issues here with that.
Yeah.
You know, I think I had a couple of weeks in, and then, yeah,
And then you bailed, didn't you?
yeah, pretty much. I mean, real life hit me real quick.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But so you noticed that you had an eye. I mean, I've seen some of the photos that you have taken, and I mean, you're pretty nice, even with a phone, like.
Yeah, man.
And nowadays,
And it was like multiple phones throughout the years, and one of those phones happened to be another phone that I couldn't necessarily afford. I mean, I was, you know, 26, 27, you know, at the time, and I went to 3 different colleges, and you know, the fallouts.
Life happened to you too.
Yeah, the fallouts were not pleasant, and it seemed like every time something happened, it's like every time I run into like a rut. I'm always like mentally chasing distractions, always seeking a cure.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
I think Paul and I can definitely say we've been in that boat.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean,
Chasing distractions, man.
you are not alone there, and I'm very proud that for one that you can sit and understand that. I mean, you're able to admit that you were kind of distracted. You know your mind was elsewhere. It takes for us, I think, all as human beings to be able to do that and be able to move forward, which you have done, for my understanding. So,
Well, you know what's funny is I actually have seen your photos a lot before. I didn't know that you guys knew each other.
oh,
On Instagram, I followed you for a long time, and then Tony's like, "Oh yeah, he's with us," and I was like, "Huh, interesting. We need to get him on the podcast like now." No, you post pictures all the time. Like it's like almost every day or a couple times a week.
Yeah.
And you know, I see you liking everybody.
what's your IG tagline?
My IG tagline.
If you don't know, we'll say it. Make sure it's thrown at the end because I'm going to be real. I don't even know ours. Like I don't even.
You mean like the IG name?
Yeah, is that what it is? I thought it was
it's C Reid 0145 at for those who are listening. It's Instagram.com, Facebook.com. The same thing. So be sure to check me out, man.
So you do that all with your phone?
Oh yeah.
That's so awesome, dude.
I mean,
love it.
I did. There were like I did some of them with a camera, like with an actual camera, but all of these were all phones. I'm sorry I didn't bring them all with me.
Oh, you're good, man.
no.
Yeah,
man,
man.
you're fine.
One of those.
Yeah.
But one of those phones happened to be another phone that I couldn't afford. It was the iPhone 5C.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. It was back in 2015. You know, and you know I was the minute I had it. I mean I filled out a contract and all that, but all I was interested in was that camera, and all I was focusing on. It was 5 years ago around this time, and I was thinking like, man, I was like, I got this phone. I'm gonna try to keep it away from my mother. It's to the best of my knowledge.
Hopefully, mom's not listening.
Yeah. But I was thinking like that was my mindset at the time, and I was thinking about, man, April and May. It's like yeah. And lo and behold.
Well, that's what's up, man.
Lo and behold, man.
Like Paul said, we both looked through your photos and we were very impressed. And some of the things that we want to do, especially come the coming months, is actually link you two together.
That's take some pictures.
Yeah, that's one of my goals, to be able to have you guys link up, and he can show you a few things.
He can show me a few things.
Yeah, heck yeah. Because we have a
disposable camera. What is this, 1994?
Man, we have a camera that we also use that you can. Borrow as long as you don't break it.
No. I love cameras too much. I love cameras too much to break them. So
I hear that.
Yeah, man,
they're my favorite.
Too much.
So you shoot with a regular camera too?
Yeah, but that was like back in 2015, and I know I keep harping on that year, but it was. But as a photographer, 2015 was, one of my best years.
Best years, hey,
self-proclaimed,
Hey, man, you got to do that sometimes. Tell people your greatness.
Yeah, man. Like, I was really coming onto my own. Like from 2011 through like at least I want to say 2013 ish. I was at my experimental phase. You know what I mean? And
I love photography because you can take something really mundane, like this camera stand we got sitting in the corner of the room. You could frame it up with the window in the background and adjust the settings to make it look more interesting. Like your eye sees it and it looks real boring and there's not a lot going on. But you can use different combinations of lenses and lighting and stuff to make it look amazing. Like, and it's just like, it's like a artistic form on how you would look at something. Like you'd never be able to see it with your eyeball like that because your eyeball doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
But like, you can make something out of almost nothing. Like the picture, you take a lot of close-up pictures of stuff too, and you can just like get like you take a picture like a Christmas bulb, and it's real boring, but you get up close to it and you catch like the reflection on it, and you make this like piece of art that anybody's walking by all day long and they see nothing, and then you make this cool picture out of it, and you're like. And it all just comes out of your brain.
Like back this past December, I was all about it. I
saw it. Yeah,
man, I was
tons
all about
of Christmas stuff.
Oh yeah, man.
And well, I will say this: I didn't ever have those kind of loves for picture because growing up, how and when and where I grew up. When it was time to take a picture, you had to be very clean, so you couldn't do anything after you got dressed. And it was always hours away before the picture was taken.
Yeah.
And then once you got there, you had to smile under conditions that were not very smileable. So, like, as life and time has progressed, honestly, you can definitely see me looking uncomfortable in a lot of the photos that we have taken. I think I just have like kind of flashbacks, just like the teeth and the lips up, like oh yeah.
That's the best.
Trying to stay excited but calm all at once. Yeah,
that's the advantage of being the photographer. Is you're behind the camera. You don't have to be on it.
Yeah. Right.
I'm ugly. I don't want my face on that camera.
Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, that's kind of how I feel at like when I'm taking a selfie and I think I look cool, and then like the final product is like,
is that what I look like?
I need to
Photoshop.
I was like, not just Photoshop, but keep taking as many as possible until I think. Wow, this is awesome. It's going to it's going to be my Facebook and Instagram avatar.
I don't think a lot of people realize how much, because you post a lot of cool pictures, but that's like how many thousands of pictures you take before you find one that you really like, and you're like, oh yeah, that's
man. There's plenty, man. Mostly the spring and autumn pics. You know, I'm for the Instagram followers who know me, I am autumn, winter, spring fanatic.
Yeah, dude.
Summer,
just lots of leaves
and hot weather that'll kind of kill the leaves, like the life of it bit by bit, and then you got the ant, then you got insects eating away at the leaves. You know, it's
I could tell that you're passionate about that.
You know what I mean?
But where do you see yourself going with this? Where do you want to take it?
Man, staying in one city for too long, it's like I want to see. It's like I want to branch out.
Gotcha.
Like in terms of cities, like I was like I want to see what Cleveland has in store. It's one thing for me to actually see a picture that somebody else took of Cleveland, particularly the Lighthouse in Mentor, Ohio. But I'm like, what? I was thinking to myself. I was thinking to myself, what would it feel like if I was actually there?
Right.
Hearing the waves crash up against it, like the club up against the shorelines. You know what I'm saying?
And from what I'm hearing and what I'm understanding, I mean, like 5 people can take a picture of something, and you're going to have a different look at it from every person. So. Like that's amazing to me. And I think there's some scientific proof behind everything. Like naturally, none of us actually see the same thing.
Like, if Chris and I were to take a picture right now of whatever object you said, they'd look completely different. Because he'd see it one way or think of it like, oh, I want to look at it like this and this angle, and I would maybe see it the exact opposite. Even if we tried to take the same picture, it wouldn't.
It would never come out exactly.
Yeah, if you were like,
same.
sit on the floor right here and take a picture of this, it'd look completely different both ways.
All right. Hey, Chris.
What up?
I got something new that I want to start adding to the podcast. It's called Rapid Fire. I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Oh, boy.
And I want to hear you come back as quick as possible.
Okay.
And there's nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the way, but I think the quicker that you answer it, the more truth it'll be to it. Okay?
Yep.
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite restaurant?
Golden Corral.
Ooh, man, that just stopped me in my tracks. I want to go to. Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show as of now? Yellowstone.
Okay.
You just asked a screenwriter his favorite TV show?
I had
That's
to.
almost rude.
I gotta see where this
Because there's so many. There's Stranger Things. Then there's Power. Then there's another show. Then there's Atlanta. There's Insecure. There's then you got another show. Then you got
all these shows need to give us shout outs.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Then you got Big Little Lies, you know, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I watch a lot of TV, so yeah.
All right. The next one is a 3-parter.
Yeah.
Favorite movie, but it has to be your favorite movie from like birth to 10 years old. Your favorite movie from 10 to 18, and your favorite movie after 18.
Okay. One, my favorite movie from ages birth to 10 is The Good Son, simply because of its cinematography.
Boss movie, one of my favorites. The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, you talk about drama, suspense, and everything. And I was watching that when I was young too.
Oh really?
Yeah. You got to check it out, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Pay close attention to the cinematography. Like back then, it was like, man, Macaulay Culkin as a bad boy. Wow. But as I got older and started being well versed in photography, I started paying more and more attention to the cinematography aspect.
All right. Now 11 to 18.
11 to 18.
Them knocks are awesome.
This is a hard one. 11 to 18, you said?
Yep.
American Beauty.
American Beauty, another classic with
Yep.
Kevin Spacey, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Come on, Paul.
It's
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
You
gotta watch it.
Watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Mainly, watch it simply because of the deep bloodish color of the red roses, the dewy red roses.
Oh, look, and he's. I mean, and that's like the one of the most memorable moments of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, so very good. Good point to it.
And pay close and pay close and
There's-
another thing I liked was the very fact that it was shot in Super 35 millimeter.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Everything like
See, now y'all talking some different language.
Yeah, I know the dirt, the grain, the film animalities. You know,
What I
you
loved
don't get
about
that
it was all the different storylines.
Oh, yeah.
There were like at least 5 different storylines, but they were connected enough that you can actually pay attention to it and then intertwine them by the end to see why things happened how they happened. Awesome movie.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
lastly, your 18 and up movie.
18 and up.
Or 19 and up if I'm doing math right.
19 and up. 19 and up. And I'm just going by favorite movie in terms of cinematography. Please forgive me.
Okay, that's fine.
I would have to say
I don't know if it's gonna be written or not.
I'm gonna have to say the girl. I would say the girl on the train, but I'm gonna say 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey. Wow.
I definitely haven't seen that one.
Look,
I know my mom has.
the girl on the train. I've seen that. Very good movie.
Yeah.
And
I will also have to say Tiny Furniture.
Tiny Furniture. I haven't seen that.
It's
But I also have not seen any of the 50 Shades.
it's the third one, whatever. But the first one's always my favorite.
Yeah. Now I've seen 50 Shades of Black.
I haven't seen that one either. I'm the 0 for
I'll
0.
check it out.
Look, yeah, it's a comedic version that Marlon Wayans did.
Yep.
Oh man, had me cracking up. But I
Scary
probably
movie,
would have
a parody of Scream.
Yeah, exactly. I probably
Now
would
that
have.
was good.
I probably
Yeah.
would have understood it more if I
Scary
actually
movie.
saw the Scary Movie was boss.
All of them.
Shout outs to all of the Wayans, man.
Yeah, man.
If I had to continue shouting them out, I'd probably run out of alphabet letters because there's a lot.
Please don't.
But hey, Chris, man,
up.
I appreciate you coming by. Is there anything else you want to
pleasure.
tell the people before we end our time today?
Well, for one, thanks so much, man.
Yeah.
For wanting me on your podcast. Your podcast is, it's exquisite. It's
man.
very piquant, and you Tony, I mean, I'm not trying to knock you or anything, but I feel like if it wasn't for your Uncle Larry, we wouldn't be sitting here, man.
Hey, man, no knock at all. That
Yeah.
is 100% facts.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, I appreciate you noticing.
But it's all through your work ethic, your ambition, your motivation, man, and your long term goals. I mean, you're 50 times better than me. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You
we all need help somewhere, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to help and inspire and encourage as much as possible.
Yeah.
It's people like you that make me feel that I'm doing something right. So I
man.
thank you more than you could ever thank me.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
I'm glad that. Oh, sorry. I'm glad that Andrew is. I'm glad that Andrew is part of the family.
Definitely.
Yeah, me and Andrew, we go way back. Mommy high days.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Anyone who don't know who Andrew is, he's one of our very close team members here. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
I definitely appreciate not only his work ethic for what we do, but again, man, shout outs to you, Chris. Man,
Thanks,
You're a great guy.
Yeah, I
Hey.
try, man. I try.
So with that, we're gonna sign out, everyone. Have a phenomenal time, and we'll be back to you sooner than you think.
All right. See ya.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this episode of the Friends for Life podcast here on YouTube. If you can, go down below and hit that subscribe button. I want to thank Chris for coming on tonight and sharing all of his awesome knowledge and stories about photography, video, screenwriting, food, everything he's into, and for playing our games tonight. So thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next time.